What's up, peeps? Julian Williams here with The Distance. Got a video for you guys in my last video for the night. Pretty much just talking about Andre Ward versus Chad Dawson. Battle's been signed for September the 8th on HBO. Pretty much, you have, I think, to me, it's a great fight. One thing to look at with Chad Dawson is he hasn't been at 168 since 2006. And, he is getting older. He's about 29, will be 30 by the time of the fight. And, he's trying to make a weight that he hasn't made in years. He did seem confident that he can make 168, and who knows if he can make the weight comfortably. But just overall, man, Chad Dawson, coming down to 168 is to me a huge deal, and also he's facing pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. We may not get Pacquiao Mayweather, but just I think personally that Chad Dawson, pound for pound, is one of the best fighters. I wouldn't place him top 10. More than likely place him top 15 or close to the top 10. While Andre Ward is a top 10 fighter to me. I've come across a lot of people that believe that Andre Ward is overrated, overhyped, etc. But if you take a look at who he's faced over the last couple of years, he's faced some of the best talent over a period of 2 years. He faced Mikkel Kessler, he faced Sakio Bika, he faced Carl Froch, and now those victories are actually becoming much better as time progresses. Also, as a victory over Alan Green, the victory over Mikkel Kessler, he went in, he knocked out Alan Green quick, like in 4 or 5 rounds. Carl Froch just went to Nottingham, England, and he went to Nottingham, England, and defeated Lucian Bute, who was the guy who many considered the guy to beat at 168. Many wanted to see the fight with Andre Ward. And Sakio Bika, who has just had a decent victory over a B-level fighter who's been on many showcases. So, these are good victories for Andre Ward. Especially if we look 2 years from now, see if Kessler goes in and wins another title belt, and Carl Froch goes in and dominates at 168. I think that those victories will be much better in about a year or two's time. And with the Carl Froch victory, it's much better like 5 months later. Now, on the other hand, you have Chad Dawson, who's coming off a career-defining victory himself over Bernard Hopkins. So, pretty much, it is nice to see Andre Ward on HBO. I believe it's his first time on HBO. I've seen him on many different channels. I believe saw him on Fox Sports Net. I remember seeing him on Versus, and then he spent the last 2 or 3 years on Showtime. And I know they wanted to set up the fight with Bute, and they also wanted to set up the fight with Anthony Durrell, who I believe is his mandatory at 168. But it will be great to see Andre Ward on HBO, who pretty much is the top boxing network. But but then again, we got to deal with the commentary and their bias, this, that, and the third. And on the other hand, we got Chad Dawson, who's a tall southpaw who is very athletic, and is also who's also peaked in his career as well. So this is, to me, I think this is a great fight to make. I know that I said about a month ago more than likely the fight was being made, and boy was I wrong. But this should be a decent scrap. You have 2 guys, young, athletic. They both have good amateur pedigrees. One being, I believe Chad Dawson. I think he was a Golden Glove champion. Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. But on the other hand, you got Olympic gold medalist in Andre Ward. So pretty much I think that the styles are somewhat evenly matched, but we won't be able to tell until the fight happens September 8th. So let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. And that was The Distance. And overall, peeps, have a good night.